Here with women's basketball coach Brent Pollari. Coach, the season has finally come upon you. It's been about a month since you guys started practice. Talk a little bit about this preseason, the preparation for Tuesday's game against Dubuque. How are things been going in the preparation?
We've been doing a lot of work, fundamental stuff. We've had low numbers, practices of 7, 8 healthy bodies again like last year. So, but the people that are there are getting stuff done. We just had a couple more join us last week that are helping us kind of piece things together. And year two, it's going a lot smoother as far as system stuff. Now it's just getting everybody in shape, everybody on the same page, that kind of stuff.
Let's talk a little bit about that transition from year one to year two, not necessarily for the team, but for you personally, last year being your first year here at St. Mary's. Has the adjustment this year to the preseason preparation been a little bit smoother, a little bit easier than it was a year ago?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, anything from every aspect of the job. I mean, from recruiting to, we're so far ahead of where we were last year with recruiting, with where we are basketball-wise, X's and O-wise, fundamental-wise. People have improved on our team huge from last year, just skill-wise. So, yeah, it's a lot different this year coming in.
And let's talk a little bit about this year's team. The big to repeat last year is a tall order. You had such a great season last year, made it to the conference tournament again. Talk a little bit about the transition from last year. You lost a lot of talented players. As you prepare for this year, what do you use from last year? Do you talk about it at all, or do you just try to put it aside and say, hey, this is a new team, a new group of individuals? How are you approaching using last year to this year?
We really don't change our expectations. They stay the same. We are different. We did lose a lot of talent and some leadership, but I'm really impressed with how our upperclassmen are picking up that leadership role. And yeah, it's our expectations don't change. We gotta get better than we are right now to be where we were last year, I think.
And I know we talked last year how you kind of relied on the seniors to help you out. Again, the seniors have got to kind of be the leaders this year because you're going to have so many new faces in the lineup. Talk a little bit about the seniors and what they bring to this team.
They really bring leadership in a different way than last year. I think each group, each team kind of has their own style of leadership, their own way of getting in things. And our seniors especially, I think, have been really good of figuring out what each one of them is good at and kind of going with their strengths there and pulling our team together with that. And then same with our upperclassmen too, have been really just finding their roles and figuring what that role out, how that helps our team. How
hard has it been this fall in terms of, as you mentioned, not only do you have injuries, but you've got several people who were fall athletes, including Emma Schaefer and Brandy Blattner. Brandy, who we talked so much about last year, what a great freshman year she had for you. Is it hard to prepare for a season when so many of your pieces aren't there until the fall sports seasons were over?
Yes. I mean, it flat out is. As far as X's and O's and game prep, that kind of stuff, I mean, we're just getting in certain stuff right now. But going back, I think one of our strengths as a coaching staff is being fundamental teachers and improving people. So we spent a ton of time on that stuff there. But it's hard for Emma and Brandy and Brittany to just come in, shoot. They had one full practice and then we scrimmaged, and they're trying to just catch up to where everybody else was, I guess.
Let's talk a little bit about Tuesday night. You open up against the University of Dubuque. Talk a little bit from a coaching standpoint. What do you expect from that game? Aside from getting a win, when we talk again on Thursday in preparation for the weekend, what are going to be the things that you're going to be looking for out of Tuesday night's game?
I think two keys are guarding. They're going to have one of the best guards we'll play all year. 5'11". She can shoot it. She can drive it. She's just flat out good. How we defend her is going to be huge. She's had games of 40-plus points. And then they have a point guard that's really quick, really fast. I think how we defend those two. Then obviously there's freshmen that we don't know, that we haven't seen. There's maybe transfers that we haven't seen, this being the first game yet. But those two for sure are they had a huge chunk of their points, experience, everything last year, and they're returning.
Is it time for a game? I gotta imagine that your players are chomping at the bit to play a game that actually counts in the record and everything. How important is it to finally get that first game underway?
It's important, and I'm sure my players are a lot more excited to be getting into it than I am. I always would like to be a little more prepared, but We are prepared well. We're prepared well. We're going to do what we do. But yeah, they're ready. I mean, we've had 25 practices, I think, somewhere around there. So they're ready to play against somebody.
7 o'clock Tuesday night, St. Mary's Gym against the University of Dubuque. Good luck, Coach.
All right, thank you.